Hello, here's the answer to my question number 4. How did you integrate technologies such as software, hardware, and online in this project? In recent times, digital media has progressed so much. We have so many new technologies and softwares that it can be easily adopted as it is user friendly. Integrating different technologies in this project is what made it truly fun, interesting, and worth learning. The most used software for my project was definitely Photoshop. It was the foundation that brought my magazine to life. I used Photoshop for the planning and experimentation of my project as well. It was the main part of my magazine's development as I made mood boards, rough drafts, and even the final project on it. I used Lightroom as well to edit my images in the sense of color correcting, fixing lighting, and controlling the saturation. Moreover, I also used Adobe Premiere Pro, which helped me showcase my project as I edited my creative critical reflection on it. On the other hand, I used a less complicated software, InShot, to edit the behind the scenes video of the photoshoot. I decided to use it because I already knew my way through it and it was easy for me. Lastly, I used Microsoft Word for the documentation, the collection of data, and planning my layout. As for the hardware, I solely depended on my camera, laptop, and sometimes my PC. I was able to do the photo shoot through my camera. I switched between two cameras. Most of the times, the images were taken from a Pentax K3 II and the other one was a Sony mirrorless. The lenses I used was an 18 to 135 mm. I also used a flash gun in a few shots, but they did not make it to my top picks due to the extreme dramatic look. My PC was where I did most of my work, from the planning to the end product, everything was done there. Browsing through the internet, researching, finding resources online, using software, I did it all on my PC. Personally, I think online was the most important part of my project as I had browsed various websites throughout my research and planning. I would use different websites to find inspiration images. Pinterest and Designspiration were two of the most important websites for me as I scrolled through them trying to find images and information related to my project. Another very important website was Pic2Chart. It helped me display the results of my survey in a very organized manner, and the survey too was made online on Google Docs. Moving on, I used different websites trying to find the perfect font. Mostly, I used font1001.com, which had free fonts. Very importantly, I went through a bunch of YouTube tutorials along with the articles that helped me get a hold of the software, like Photoshop and Lightroom. Moreover, I spent a lot of time trying to learn the magazine conventions through the internet too. On top of all this, one of the most important online websites was WordPress, on which I presented my project. I like to describe WordPress as the visual representation of my AS Media Studies as it had all the details of my journey and how I got to my final project.